Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
The Forest Hill community took time to remember a father and his 5-year-old daughter after they were killed in a shooting. Lil Ronnie and the 36-year-old Fort Worth rapper Ronnie Sibley, known as G Money Lil Ronnie, were gunned down at a car wash last week. This evening, that same car wash closed early to host a balloon release in their honor.
Yeah, security on deck. Yeah. Yeah, blog this hoe. Louis bag, yeah.
Wow. Hey guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Well, they had a balloon release this week for Get Money Lil Ronnie. And it was definitely a touching situation. They let the balloons up at the car wash that he got gunned down at, closed down. But here are some pictures of Get Money Lil Ronnie, the mother of his child. She's definitely she's pretty much partying and putting money to her ears and getting a lot of criticism behind it, because there's a GoFundMe page, and if I look it up, the GoFundMe got up to, I believe, 53,000 before they shut it down. 53,700 raised. It says this fundraiser is no longer accepting donations. If you are an organizer, beneficiary, team member, or donor, sign in to see the additional information. But she closed it down, or they closed it down, and it was at 53,700. Guys, man, and she's getting a lot of backlash from this. And I got my guy, of course, OG Pyru in the building, man. What's going on, OG?
Man, it's sad. It's sad, for this to happen. Is actually, it's a bad situation with Lil Ronnie and the baby, and for the mother to be so uncultured at a time like this, to even ascertain the fact that I would put something like that on media with the ramifications of what it looks like. You look like you're in a dope house or a trap house. This is not what a grieving mother, and I know she's young and she probably don't have the experience, but common sense outweigh everything. It's some things not to just be done.
OG, this young lady lost not only a baby father, but she lost her daughter. And I want to, I'm going to disagree with you somewhat, because of course, I don't know why she's displaying this, but of course it's an act out in frustration. It gotta be. And she's got a Louis bag on her and basically the money to her ear. But I just feel like, I don't know if she probably never experienced nothing like this in her life, And to be honest with you, the way I see it, you never know. I know there's those quiet times at night and those places where she's having difficulties with this. But when she come out in the public eye, she don't want the killers, people, and all of the ops to see her suffering. So I think this is I think it's a cover up. I really do.
Ain't nobody that experienced murder ever experienced it before. It's some of us that grew callous to it. But for the first time, and that's not acting out, that's a display of pure, uncouth, unsolicited inhumanity to put yourself in a position in the public eye. I know these young kids don't have any moral character to themselves, and they be doing some way out satanic stuff around them. But for this is overboard. I mean, when have you ever seen, in all the media I've seen and looking at deaths, I've never seen nobody with a GoFundMe and put a gang of money up to their ear like they in a trap house or this was a dope deal. You're saying that Lil Ronnie and your daughter died and you celebrating it with trap money. Like what?
Well, but OG, that don't make it trap money just because she got it to her ears, and she works, and it's income tax season as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We don't, and another thing, I gotta say this, even though she might be dealing with the money and displaying it this way. She still got to take care of the funeral arrangements. She still got to go in there and deal with getting her little daughter dressed and everything else. And she's having to go down there to that funeral home. She's having to deal with Lil Ronnie, get money, Lil Ronnie's situation. Well, his mother probably dealing with that. But at the end of the day, she's involved in that heavily too, because she was with the guy. So at the end of the day, I just don't think, yeah, hold on. Let me finish. I just don't think that at this time, far as the way she's acting, 4 or 5 days after she done been through, what she's experiencing, I just don't think you can look at her and pass judgment on her like, oh, she's wrong. Oh, she's not doing what she's supposed to do. I think she's trying to grieve and she don't know how.
No, 5 days after, you're showing some callous thoughts that you're out displaying something other than a grieving mother and a grieving girlfriend. It's a persona that you have to give to the public. You don't have to break down, but for you, it's just like saying, well, hey, I profited off of the death. I'm good with it. So, like, what are you saying? No, bro, that's not acceptable. Even in the hood, that's not acceptable. Just like you said, she getting backlash off of that. That's some stuff that you just don't do. You haven't seen that. That's not something that everybody do every day. Put money up to their ear after a GoFundMe. That's like slapping me in the face.
Well, I just don't. I mean, you don't see the situation that she's going through.
I've been through situations. I've been seeing that all my life.
And you never seen, you've never seen it on display like this. I can't.
You've never seen
it. But at the end of the day, and every day has to end. You got to realize, man, that this girl has never dealt with this, and she come from a background. Wait a minute, and she come from a background where she's gets on live. She's trying to understand how to maneuver through the times. She lost a child, man, and I just like I said, for her to even be still standing and having a smile on her face, I think that's a big accomplishment, man. I'm not just gonna dog out behind the fact. I'm not gonna dog out behind the fact she lost her daughter, man, and it's tough right now. I know it is.
Okay, Dr. Phil, you're just so sympathizing. I ain't been no thinking about you and your Dr. Phil moment. You just go right ahead and send about $500 of yours for her GoFundMe.
I don't have a problem with that, OG. I mean, she done went through a lot, and I'm just gonna be. Oh, she's went through a lot. Everybody ain't losing no 5-year-old daughter, and everybody ain't losing a baby dad in the same day. And that was a guy she was in a relationship with. And I'm telling you right now, it's tough on her, and she's trying to understand how to maneuver and cover it up because she knows the situation. She knows he had ops that was looking for him to die, and she know that they celebrate death a lot of times online. So she's trying to compliment it with keeping a smile on her face and putting some money to her ear. That's the only way she know how to cope.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's the only way she know how to cope. So she's coping with it the best she can. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people grieve in certain ways. I think that this is the only thing that she knows. Now, of course, me and you seasoned and being older gentlemen, and if somebody that can comfort her, could give her something to latch on, like the Bible or like the Quran or something, and teach her, that'd be different. But this woman don't seem to have been raised like that.
Well, all that air that you just spent, you could have saved that.
What you mean? OG, I'm just giving it to you. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, Dr. Phil, I reject that announcement, and I endorse it. I say she's out of line. She's not the civilized mother that should be on a grieving 5-year-old child. Does she have any more children?
I don't believe so. I'm not sure, but I don't believe so. And I believe it was a thing where she said that she could have some more children. I'm hearing that.
She can have some more. Do she have any more now?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Okay. Yeah, she'll have some more shortly.
I pray that she's able to have a child that would help her, to deal with the situation, but it still will bring back a lot of memories. like I said, it's a tough situation, and I just don't, I can't bash her. I excuse her activity because I know that people just do stuff. I can remember when my mom passed, and I'm pretty sure you can too. And a lot of times, you know, those times when that happened, I block them out because, you know, of course, upon the time when we was burying her or what she was wearing, I remember it. But a lot of times I fought to stay away from those thoughts because it made me feel really bad, you know?
Man, I didn't feel bad. When my mother passed, she didn't owe me no money. We was good.
OG, how old was your mother when she passed?
90.
My mother was 44.
Oh, that was young. You was young.
Yeah, I was 20. I might have been about 23.
Yeah, see, my mom went through 25 years of prison with me, put up with me and my brother. She went through a lot. So when she left up out of here, it was like, man, it was a blessing that, you know, she went the way she went, and I wasn't mad at her about nothing. We didn't have to hoop and holler, my mama.
She was 90 years old, but she still was your mama.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And only people go up in the funeral hooping and hollering because they had done the dead body wrong. Or when they was
OG, that's not true. Some people hurt when people pass away, and they don't know how to deal with death. And everybody not like you. So sometimes people do cry when they go through it, but then you tripping off of her holding money to her, celebrating, and to having a smile on her face. Now you tripping off if somebody's hooping and hollering. Which one you want?
Up in the church hooping and hollering.
Which one do you want, OG?
They stole money from their mama. They did her wrong. Then when she died, they hooping.
OG, I'm out, man. I'm not gonna do this with you, OG. Get in the comments, y'all. Make sure you find. Do you agree with me that this is a way that this young lady is trying to cope, and that there's times when she's not able to deal with things, but as she's dealing with the public eye, she's out here on the forefront. She's putting up a mask to make sure that the people that she feels is laughing at her children death and laughing at her, you know, at her baby daddy's death, she's trying to put on a facade? Or do you agree with OG that she's ratchet and she just basically she's not? Well, that's kind of the. Well, what did you say, OG? I don't know how to say.
I said she was unintelligent.
Unintelligent? That's worse.
Okay. Ratchet is worse. You calling her a hoe now.
No, ratchet is just a lifestyle where people just be dancing and having a good time and being a little ghetto. You don't know about ratchet. You're not even from the South, man.
Yeah, it came from comedy.
It didn't come. Ratchet come from the South, man. Get on with that. That's Louisiana, man. You always talking. You always talking. Do y'all agree that she's uneducated like OG said, or you agree with me that she's trying to cope and keep up a mask? Get in the comments. Let us know, man. Thank you guys for watching Boss Talk 101 reviews as well as the interviews, man. And like I said, man, who you agree with, me or OG? OG a little bit older and more seasoned than me, but I believe the spiritual connection that I'm having and the way that I talk so eloquently should put me a little step ahead. Let us know. Boss Talk 101 reviews. By the bosses talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.